Well, with evening temperatures dropping into the 20s every night and overcast, rainy days, this first week of 2024 has not been the best. We're in that between period. When Christmas and New Year's, they're definitely over, but spring is still a couple of months away. I walk through the garden in the mornings and I can tell it's dormant. It's waiting just like I am. As a gardener, I'm grateful for our pansies, our pots of pansies that are still looking wonderful even after the day after day frost. But I'm dreaming of spring blooms, the tulips, the daffodils, irises, azaleas, ajuga. So many plants are going to come to life. I'm preparing for that. It's customary for me to plant tulip bulbs the week between Christmas and New Year's. So that's exactly what I did. New Year's weekend, I bundled up as best as I could and planted over 200 bulbs, 250 bulbs actually, and 200 of them were these Queen of Night tulips. And I use the auger method. I use a drill and an auger, and I make individual holes for each bulb. I've also done the trench method in the past. That works well, but for me it is most convenient and it is quickest to use the auger. I worked hard, in fact, so hard that I bent my auger bit. I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Well, I cannot wait for these tulips to come to life in a couple of months. For now, I think we need to go inside, rejoin Oliver, and talk about some of our favorite vignettes here at Fletcher House. If you're not sure what I mean by vignettes, just stick with me. Here's our first example. It's a floral arrangement that's on top of the sideboard in our dining room. Now, this is actually the first floral arrangement that I ever did by myself. Can you believe it? I love this one in particular because the vase that I use is actually a wastebasket. It's meant to look like mercury glass. I do change the floral arrangements regularly, so this one will stick around for spring and summer, early winter, obviously. And then I have one for autumn, and I have one for the Christmas holiday season. While we're in the dining room, we'll also talk about the centerpiece. This is another vignette, just a point of interest, a scene that many people would see while they're at our house, whether you're coming into the house, you're coming or going from the stairwell, or even coming and going from the kitchen. You're going to see these areas. So again, I do update the centerpiece regularly. Now this little ceramic piece here is actually ironstone. I found that online on Etsy. Next up would be the bookcase in my home office. There are a lot of different little pockets and vignettes, but this one right here means the absolute most to me. These are my wedding shoes, my high heels that I wore when I married Brad, and they hold a great place of prominence here. I have other things like some favorite books. Julia Reed, favorite author of mine. I also like this quote. It's a great reminder that life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. This ginger jar here I found on Amazon. But the other ginger jar here at the base of the bookcase, this one was a great flea market find. We're going to move back downstairs to our entry space, and this is one of my entry tables. I used to change out the artwork here with each season, but Brad told me he was tired of climbing up on the ladders to help me change them every 2 or 3 months. So now I just change the items on top of our entry tables. Some wonderful candlesticks here from Peter's Pottery. They were a wedding gift to us. And I found this old gold easel at a flea market for $16. I keep books in the easel, but I do change them out with the seasons or based on what I'm reading. And I don't use the candlesticks for candles. I know that's quite unconventional. I use them as pedestals instead. Returning to the dining room, here is a vignette on top of a cabinet. It's simple, but I think it's very quaint, very sweet. I do have some monthly cards that I change out of that frog every month. And you may notice one of my fleur-de-lis cast iron doorstops here. With that, I want to say welcome and thank you to all of our subscribers. We love to read your feedback, your comments, your likes. They mean a great deal to us. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy these vignettes, and until next time, take care.